am not a barista, but if I were, going from $100 to $600 per pound. So I'm telling you, just to have a cup of Kopi Luwak will cost you anywhere from 30 to 40 bucks. Give me two. So the question is, pinky out or pinky in? Today in the Fidelian Show we're talking about the most expensive coffee in the world, made with an Italian touch. The two most popular coffee makers in Italy using the Kopi Luwak. Please have a seat, I'll tell you how it comes. So the coffee actually, it is eaten by a small animal called the civet. And the civet is a wild animal that runs around the forest of Indonesia. It is a very interesting type of animal. You look at the picture of this animal. It looks, it have like the ending of a dog, of a wolf maybe, have the body of a rat, and somehow move like a small monkey. Let's call it civet. Anyway, this is the most expensive coffee in the world. Okay, let's calculate this together. 21,600 divided 53. That's $27 per cup of coffee. $27 for a cup of coffee. That's I mean, just to give you an idea, when you go to the bar here in Italy, one cup of coffee like this, and it will cost you €1. So it's like $120. That's the difference. That's a lot of money for a cup of coffee that was pooped by a cat. Anyway, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how somebody came with the idea of, grabbing this civet, small monkey rat poop, brewing it, and making a good coffee out of it. Some people are still saying that it's just rat poop. Some other people say that it's the best coffee in the world. And why they say this? It seems like the enzymes from the stomach of these animals digest this coffee in a way that takes away the acidity. That is equal less acidity, less bitterness on your coffee. More velvet, more softer and long lasting. Look, we live here in Italy nearby the vineyards of Barolo wine. And I never heard somebody saying, okay, let's take a bunch of grapes, give it to the wild boar, let it eat, digest, grab the poop, and let's make Barolo out of it and see how it comes. And I don't think nobody will do that. Or maybe if I did, it didn't come out really right. I don't know. Let's try together. Let's make this cup of coffee. I'm going to use the two most popular ways of making coffee in Italy. One is the Moka. Maybe many of you are familiar with it. And the other one is the Napoletana. Moka. So the Moka machine, basically you fill up this tank here. You have a pressure valve release that when it gets boiling point inside will shoot up the water to the upper tank of the coffee maker, and the water obviously will come through this, and this is the filter where you put the coffee, and obviously that water in no time will pass through the coffee maker to the filter to the other side, and then that way you get your coffee. This is the most delicious aromas that you can get in the morning for a coffee. And this one here, for example, for the Neapolitan one, no valve on it. There's nothing to pressure, to kick up the pressure. So let's make the Moka first. A little bit of water. Then you get your filter, put it in here. Kopi Luwak. It is ground really, really well. Very thin, very small. It's like wild. I once was in the Amazons, in the middle of the Amazons. I'm on these huge, long, big trees, and the river going on, and the sound of the water, and the breeze, coming through the Amazon trees, and somehow, the widest, fresher coffees remind me of that day that I was in the Amazon. Oh man, this is amazing. I mean, like, if I want to go back to that day, what I have to do is open up like nice bag of coffee. And believe me, I'm getting it from here, which is really good coffee. I don't get it from every coffee though. Coffee is coffee, you know the aroma of coffee, but this one particular, and some other fine coffees. For example, For example, Itlay coffee, you know, the company that, you know, the very well-known Italian company that makes coffee. They have that on their coffees. I don't know what they do, how they do it, but they somehow preserve the good, and this is not publicity for Itlay though, just to make clear, they are not paying me to do this, there's no Itlay coffee, there's nothing going on here. But I have to tell you, that coffee, and this one here, taking me back to that day in the Amazon. Oh, and obviously I remember my family and all that, so it's a good feeling. I can't get enough of it. And then let's make the Neapolitan. So basically for the Neapolitan, what you have to do, this one basically at the end will go like this. But you have to do this unmake it, right? Just take it apart. Pour your water. They have also an indicator here. It's like a little hole here. You don't want to go past by that, right? Basically what you're going to do is you're going to arm your, you're going to fill up your coffee filter, this Kopi Luwak, or any coffee you like. You close the filter with this, and you have to, otherwise it won't close. And then you put, you see, the coffee is contained into this inside here. It doesn't go nowhere. And then just put it in here, right? Grab the other side, put it in here, close it, and then you have to just boil it. So basically they are both ready. I'm just going to put the Moka here, and for this one here, for the Neapolitan, it's very interesting because in order to get the coffee going, you have to just flip it upside down in this way. Sweet. And so all the boiling water will drip down through the filter, passing through the coffee, and you know, just drip down to the lower container. So basically I'm going to have my two tailor-made, custom-made coffee cups by my really good friend Cristina Escarano in Salerno. And actually I have footage of her making my coffee cups.
Buongiorno a questo giorno che si sveglia oggi con me. Buongiorno al latte e al caffè. Buongiorno a chi non c'è. Hi Fidel. This song makes me think of you and your wonderful tenor voice because you used to sing it all the time. Sending you a big kiss from Salerno. Baci. Ciao.
Anyway, Cristina, thank you so much for these beautiful cups. And she made it with, you know, all her heart. She's a ceramic designer, and she made me this coffee cup for my show and my company, Caffe Corretto. Look how beautiful this one came. Both of them are beautiful. Anyway, let me brag about my coffee cups for a moment. Anyway, they're beautiful, Cristina. I love you. Thank you so much. You are the best. I want to start serving my Moka. It doesn't need much time. You always have to, you know, for the small ones, you have to always lift up because otherwise it will drip down all the way. Let's see. We need to try it side by side. No sugar, no milk. This should be ready. So it is a little hot still, I bet. Woo! Let's put the lid on it. So I'm just going to pour myself another cup of coffee for the Neapolitan one. Put it side by side. Having water I think is a good idea between coffees. Let's see. Let's try it. I feel this note of, you know, I'm not coffee sommelier, but it smells like coffee. Which is good, coming from this crap. You know what I mean? You never know what to expect. You know what? I feel like the Neapolitan coffee maker releases some more aromas than this one here. I mean, I'm using the same note right away. I'm not kidding. Like right away I can feel the aromas as soon as I put my nose close by. Okay, let's put the palate in work and see maybe the palate plus the nose, they blend together, you know, as you know, they happen for the wine. Let's see. Okay, okay. Not only the aromas in this coffee, in the Neapolitan coffee maker, are long-lasting. They're still there. Like in comparison to the Moka, not much. I mean, this one's still, you know, kicking out aromas, and it is really, really amazing. In this one are kind of flat a little more. Now for the flavor of it, let's talk about intensity. I don't know how, you know, coffee experts talk about coffee, but you know, as a normal coffee drinker, I would say the Neapolitan has, I won't say watered down. I won't say watered down because it's not watered down, but it is less intense. It seems like it's more density on the Moka coffee maker. In this one, not as much. Yeah, it's a little flatter, not in a bad way. It is just a little softer, I will say. In this one, I can catch up a little bit of the bitterness of the coffee in here. So more intense as flavor in here, less aroma. Here more aroma. The flavors are a little less intense, but it's still really filling, really good. By logic, the Kopi Luwak usually, the Kopi Luwak. I didn't use it today because I just want to compare the two Italian coffee makers. This is called French press, which is not Italian style, right? And you don't see this much here nearly, but the French press will be the one that I will prefer to drink Kopi Luwak, because the way that I think the way that they do it there in Indonesia is by, you know, boiling water, adding the coffee, and then letting it settle down, and then pouring it without filtering, you know, in your coffee cups. In this case, you just can filter by just pressing down. Otherwise, between the two of them, I would think the Neapolitan one is the more suitable to make Kopi Luwak, because it has the dripping down method that it is a little slower, and in that way I think it goes through the filter, touching the coffee a little slower with no pressure. It filters better the coffee. I forgot about it. Just because we're in the tradition of coffee making and Italian coffee making, I just thought to tell you this tip. Usually when you go to a bar, you can see the older guy asking for Caffe Corretto. Caffe Corretto means corrected, and it is coffee that they add some Grappa into it. Actually, I have a bottle of Grappa here coming from a barrique, directly from the barrique, aged about 40 years. And I don't know if you can see well, maybe I can turn it so the light doesn't hit on it. It's not filtrated, so it has the spirit of the barrique in here. I have never opened this one, and I have it for about 12 years. Yeah, so this is over 50 years, this Grappa. And it's signed by the Grappa maker for me. And I don't want to pour them in my coffee because I want to show you how they look like after. Oh, well, it's not filtrated, so anyway, I'm just going to push it down. So what I did, I put some fresh coffee beans in here, and so I'm going to dump it here. This smells like coffee, and I'm going to pour myself a little bit of Grappa here. No filtrated Grappa, now with the cork on it, and my God! Whoa! I mean, this is not any Grappa, guys. This Grappa is unbelievable. Sweet mo. Wow! Boom! Just to let you know, this Grappa here from the barrique, it means that hasn't been cut yet. Usually Grappa, this is like pure Grappa. Usually this Grappa will go through a process where they will clean it, they will filter it, and they will add water into it. This is like a 80% of alcohol. That means 160 proof. That's double. 160 proof, this Grappa here. But the aromas that you can find here, plus the coffee beans, I mean the whole thing, I don't know. This is too much for me. I think I have to. Thank you for watching. I have to go. Ciao. This is what I had to say. If you would like to engage more with this channel and you know what I have to say, please subscribe to the channel. And if you didn't like it, please also don't like it. As always, I can be your therapy. We can talk about, we can have some Kopi Luwak and have fun about. At least we can laugh about it, right? Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you to these monkeys for cropping this coffee out. Thank you so much. Cheers to you. I am not a barista. But if I were, I am not. But if I were, but if I were, but if I were, but if I were. I am not a barista, but if I were.